It's a Saturday, sun shining bright. Step into the dark and out of the light. Curtains rise, the story's bold. Heroes on the screen, stories yet untold. With a popcorn bag and a soda in hand, feels like a king and there's a one-man band. Lights go dim, the sound roars loud. Feels like I'm Tony up in the clouds. Start Saturday matinee, take me away, where the heroes rise and the villains sway. I'm a billionaire, a genius tonight. In the glow of the screen, I'm ready to fight. Living large just for the day. And start Saturday matinee. Silver screen glows, armor gleams. Live in the rush, live in the dream. Heroes fall, heroes soar. Every punch feels like I'm at war. Between battles, love and fire, fuel to the dreams to reach higher. I'm not Iron Man, but in my seat I feel the pulse, I feel the beat. Dark Saturday matinee, take me away, where the heroes rise and the villains sway. I'm a billionaire, a genius tonight. In the glow of the screen, I'm ready to fight. Living large just for the day. And start Saturday matinee. Superstars, we're never the same. Riding the edge in a world untamed. So here I am, just a man in the crowd, living like Tony, standing tall and proud. Oh, oh, Dark Saturday matinee, take me away, where the heroes rise and the villains sway. I'm a billionaire, a genius tonight. In the glow of the screen, I'm ready to fight. Living large just for the day. And start Saturday matinee. As the credits roll and the lights come on, I'm just a guy whose day's almost gone. But for a while I flew so high and starts a world reaching the sky. Reaching the sky.
That'll be $9.99.
Good evening, New Yorkers. Good morning, rather. Welcome to the second stage of the Pop Culture Music Festival. It's been forever, absolutely forever, since I have had one of these after parties. Usually I schedule it either on Thursday or Saturday afternoon. But just between you and me, I didn't get up till about 8 o'clock earlier this evening. And I've already got a couple of YouTube shorts queued up. So I'm like, well, what do? I guess I bring back a classic and I bring back Stark's Saturday Matinee for a one-time after party right after the biggest variety show on Earth, or in this case, in Earth, as it were. I know. I'll be here all night. But I just want to go ahead and say thank you to His Lordship in the Hollow Earth, to Doomcock, for his graciousness and letting everybody know that, yes, I am doing a thing. If you guys like the frolics, we do kind of sort of the same thing here. We sing songs, we bring on characters, we even have a little bit of a dad joke segment from time to time. So if you like the first part of tonight's festivities, we're going to be picking back up where we left off. From there with another cavalcade of impersonations. We definitely don't try to do the same routines because that would just be, well, that would be rude. So let me go ahead and welcome first our motley assembly of post-apocalyptic survivors. And in order for us to do that, we need to do that with a little bit of that old world class and style. So let's just go ahead and go back up to the tippity top of the screen and welcome every one of these fine folks on into tonight's program. Tuning right in, and a 3 and a 2 and a 1.
It's Stock Saturday Matinee, the after party edition. Welcome to tonight's program, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's been forever since we've done one of these. Are we absolutely crazy? Are we insane? Where are we going to get our watch hours, ladies and gentlemen? But I digress. Let's go ahead and welcome our monthly assembly of post-apocalyptic survivors to the grand Manhattan Island of New York City. We got the great Adam Tribbett, Mr. House Party 6, who is well on his way to becoming a producer for tonight's program. Hail to you, sir. Welcome to Theta the Grid, who had to tap out. Obviously, we do live on the East Coast, and some of us, well, have to be up for work in the morning. It's a pleasure to see you, though, Theta. Hail to you, number one. Welcome, of course, to the great list of the Mr. House Party 6, the individuals that have been brought in here to your right and proper. Welcome to tonight's program. Hail to Suzanne, who's still going through some issues. We will have a silent vigil and a prayer for you, my dear. It is a pleasure that you left a like and love, and I hope that you enjoy the rewind. Hail to Kashimla, it's a pleasure to see you. And Crazy Horse, hail to Pi, a member that was brought to us from the Skeletor Shorts. We may even have the Lord of Snake Mountain on later on tonight, ladies and gentlemen, so we will see where that lands. Hail to the great Mary Stone, Big Dave K, and of course, let's see here, yeah, the great Yorkification of Big Old Moose, a Xanaduma from within the castle of the Hollow Earth. It's a pleasure to see you, sir. Hopefully that we are able to entertain you just like his lordship did for the last 6 hours. Hail, speaking of his lordship, Bodie Chris, the skull of Calderon's minion, just walking through the door. Hail to you, sir. Hail to Jinx was here, who is looking for people to fill up. That's right, fill up a fan art, because we do have some fans here, believe it or not. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's program, and I hope that you are ready for the continuation of the frivolities that we have forthwith. Thank you.
Mouthful, isn't it? Now, what do we got tonight, kids?
Well, we got the theme song, so I guess we could probably go ahead and do that.
Let's go ahead and get the theme song out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for considering to stay up with us tonight. Hail to the great Kurt James, an executive producer over there in the castle in the Hollow Earth. Thank you for gracing us with your presence here, my friend. I hope that we can entertain you at least in some part, as his lordship did for the last 6 hours. We have a lot of work to do, so let's go ahead and get to it with our theme song here. And it goes a wee bit like this. Maestro, thank you. All right. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today from the vault right into it. New York. These vault-issued boots will wander away right through the very heart of it. New York. I'm blessed to wake up around mutants who want my meat. To find I got buckets of caps and loot so sweet. These little vault blues are ticking away. A Geiger counter reading it in hot New York. And if I can survive it there, I'll survive just anywhere. It's up to you. New York. I'm blessed to wake up around mutants who want my meat. I find I'm the only one min-maxing stats, a king of the rats. A number one. These little vault blues are ticking away. My Pip-Boy Geiger counter reading it in old New York. And if I can survive it there, I'll survive just anywhere. It's up to you. New York, New York, New York. Eyes away from the mushroom cloud. Marshmallows out in 3, 2. Ah, yes, delicious. I tell you, if there's one thing that I like more than anything, it's Stay Puft Marshmallows with a little bit of that gamma radiation. You know what I'm saying? And you got to wash it down with a little bit of that, Nuka-Cola. Oh, excuse me, I'm talking with my mouth full. How dare I? I'm supposed to be a professional on these sort of things. Welcome, one and all, to tonight's programs. I hope that we are prepared for you tonight. And Stay Puft Never Dies. Nope, Gozer the Gozerian is actually an eternal entity, since its properties. Since we're going to go ahead and get into the little nerd stuff right off the gate, thanks to Jinx, not Jinx, it was I just saw that. Mr. Smithers, where did you put that? That's right over here, sir. Crazy Horse said that. Oh, yes, Crazy Horse. Yes, so he says that Stay Puft Never Dies. Is that true? That's right, because Gozer, the Gozerian, is, in fact, an eternal entity of Sumerian worship and cannot be killed, quote-unquote, in the sense that, that most ghosts have to be contained. This is pretty much a realm-eating god. So, are you a god? I love that quote. Love that quote whenever Ray walks up to her, or it, and he's just like, Gozer the Gozerian? Good evening. As the duly appointed representative of the city, county, and state of New York, I hereby order you to go back to your point of origin or the nearest convenient parallel dimension. That was good, Ray. Are you a god? Well, no. Then die. Ah! Oh, heavens to Betsy. Welcome again. Well, we do have some super chats that have strolled through the door, so it is now my honor and privilege to go ahead and make sure that those don't collect any dust. But as I like to do here on my show, I like to read whenever I'm running it, not one of the many characters that hang out here in the New York Wasteland with me. What I like to do is I like to put on my super suit. That's right. I read every super chat in my super suit. So without any further fanfare, Jarvis, if you would, drop my needle, please. All right, let's scroll back up to the tippity top here. We're going to read these a little bit out of order because I had to refresh my chat window because whether you are a big YouTuber like some or a small fry like yours truly, the chat being overwhelmed by browser memory is, it's universal. The great Mr. House Party 6, Oi Daka, sent 5 Starfire gifted memberships directly to this channel. Hail to you, sir. We have 5 new SHIELD agents back to the fold, and of those individuals, we have Barbara Lawrence, Bizarro Culture, the Top Hat Gentleman, Max Headroom GPT, not to be confused with Max Headroom GPT, and the Great Blaze 2K, keeper of the corn, and actually a student of a particular radio personality of demonic origin that is vexed by a particular book that is held by the squid intern in the fishbowl, in the castle, in the hollow earth, in the hole in the bottom sea. Say that 3 times fast. Now let's scroll back down here, and we got our good friend here, Mr. House Party's on his way to becoming a producer tonight. That is right. Mr. House Party 6 with a very generous $10 super says, next victims you get. Yes, I owe you some Orky songs, and I will deliver, my friend. Thank you for staying up into the wee hours of the night. Crazy Horse with a very generous super chat of $10. Hail to you, sir. And God bless you. Let's just add that to the ticker. Thank you very much. Let's see here. And then, yeah, pop, flizz, plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Absolutely. All right, Crazy Horse. Thank you, my friend. But I can't really determine what you wanted me to read there. I left my decoder ring in another cereal box. I am so sorry. I'm sure that whatever you wrote was very kind-hearted, and we appreciate that very, very much. Master of the TDS has been the recipient of yet another very generous donation to Mr. House Party. We have 10 new members tonight, and we are, half an hour in? Thank you guys so much. Thank you. God bless you. Master of the TDS, Shells, the Great Cosmic Dragon, JJJR, not to be confused with James Jonah Jameson, Dirty Pictures of Spider-Man, and William Shakespeare coming back into the fold. Welcome back, guys. Now, we had some pre-stream legends. Let's go ahead and bring those up to the fore here. Not in the live chat. One moment. Because it's at the very tippity top. Mr. House Party started us with 1 each with a very generous $10 super chat. That makes you a producer tonight on tonight's program. Hail and thank you, sir. God bless you. I will be singing you an Orky song directly after this. And then the great point curation of a pair in some kick-ass aviator shades saying, hey, you, don't make me wait. Read my super while I am sleeping. I know that we are definitely starting a little later than I usually do. Usually I like to do these in the afternoon on Saturdays and on Thursdays. But I figured, with everything that's been going on, DC was right. It's been a rough 11 days, pretty much. It's been very, very rough. However, that does mean that we have reached DEFCON 4. We have entered Tier 1 at the $25 donation limit. So let us go ahead and raise our DEFCON level to 4, which means that we will have a character guest that will be coming right after some Orky performances. Jarvis, go ahead and raise the level, please.
Be advised, we have entered DEFCON 4.
And now we are at DEFCON 4, and the unlock for that is a character guest host. There will be a character guest host taking over. Who? Well, I don't know, but we'll find out very, very shortly. And the great Crazy Horse already bringing a unicorn to the Unicorn! Now, that is how we acknowledge unicorn super stickers on our side of things, because A, they're cheap, they're fun, and it gets pretty repetitive whenever a unicorn is thrown our way. Thank you. Thank you so much. One unicorn. In fact, I do owe a song from a show where we had gotten 10 unicorn super stickers at once. So yes, I will be doing a cover of The Last Unicorn tonight as well. And I believe that FKHC 2005, are you in attendance tonight? Because you donated a super chat for a song request earlier in the week. And, there goes the Unicorn! So FKHC 2005, if you are in attendance, do let me know. I believe that has covered all of our donations. Thank you guys so much. God bless you from the bottom of my heart, from mine to yours. You are helping a young man's dream, a relatively younger man. Look, there's another one. Look, we're going to be here all night. Unicorn! just let me wax poetic and be sincere. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. Again, let us fire off these repulsors in y'all's honor. And the one to grow on. Damn thing gets stuffy, doesn't it? Yes, Jinx, you have the floor while I prepare our Orky interlude. One moment, por favor, while I get that up. Alrighty then. What was your question? About Crazy Horse's super chat. What about it? What about it? There's another one.
Unicorn!
Getting mixed signals here. Everybody is beginning to, but right below. Let's see here. I'm trying to look for it. Give me a tick. I have a question. Which of your characters shall I add to the fan art? I already have Alistor, Bill, Skeletor written down. Shall I add Rick? Yeah, whatever you want to throw onto the fan art, Sweet Pea. That's all up to you. I will enjoy it regardless. If it'll be worthy of being hung on my refrigerator. I appreciate it. No, I saw it. Okay. All right. So before we get any further, I did promise Mr. House Party that I would be singing some Orky music tonight. So we're gonna do the first of two here because the second one's going to require a little bit of that heavy metal background, but I think it didn't ding me last time, so I think we can get away with that. So Mr. House Party, this is for you. Let's see here. There we go. All right, now we got that queued up. Perfect. Okay. All right. Let's do the first one a cappella, and then we will get to the second one. And this goes out to my. This one. This guy goes out to the kid. Let's just get altercation in the chat. Good to see you. Good to see you. So we's gonna sing with the boys, okay? So we're gonna get Frank Cruncher up here. He's a bit of an Orky crooner. Kind of a weird boy, that one. So let's go ahead and give him the floor. Move it!
I see boys of green, red war trucks too. Yumi's go boom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful I see Marines of blue and barks of white. Those speaky boys, they sure know how to fight. And I think to myself, what a wonderful storm boys and death copters, so Orky in the sky, blast away the faces of Yumi's going by. I see kids dying and saying, boss, what do we do? Then Dave's all screaming, oh, I'm a through. I hear pansies cry. Watch them explode. They'll fight no more, 'cause they was too slow. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
There you go, ladies and germs.
Oi, we gonna need to grog that one. That's what the boss needs. Here's to thank you very much, Post McFadden, for the likey kit. Thank you very much. Hope you put it on the rewind, yeah? Yeah. We gotta say goodbye for the chat for now while we bring up our second act here. So we gotta say goodbye to this. And we gotta add this right here. All right, and let's get into it. And that also means that we gotta do this number. And then we're gonna play this song here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna get that Hear Me out of here. And we's gonna bring up an Okie Gate. Let's see, I know I got one around here somewhere. Here we go. All right. Get your choppers and your shooters together, boys. It's time for another Oi! 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 Out in the war with nothing to do, not even a mutiny to cheer up me crew. Looking for somewhere to kick up a stink. We need something to fight, like we need grog to drink. Looking for worlds with some enemies to crush. To break out again and grind them to dust. Hit 'em hard, hit 'em low, hit 'em bloody a Docker! Docker! Swah! Wah! That stands in a wah! Wah! Leave nothing but ruins behind. Shooters, blood, and teeth. And shooties are shooters with green as our skin. Oaks only know how to drop and to win. Smashing up teenage and taking their scrap. Spiky boys, street stealers, all go them splat. You think you's big as that, right? Well, you brought a knife to a shooter fight. There's only one thing that we believe in, and universe, it's coming for you. It's war! War! Shooters, blood, and teeth. War! War! Shooters, blood, and teeth. No puny human is gonna kill me. I'm watched by the greenish cards in the galaxy. Oi! You miserable gits! What do you want? I can't hear you. What do you need? When the grave weight is coming to death some relief, we're out on the warpath for shooters, blood, and teeth, smashing their cities and giving them grief. It's what we live for, it's shooters, blood, and teeth. Shooters, blood, and teeth. Shooters, blood, and teeth. Whoa! Here we go! 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 Whoa!
Well, there you go. Hey, what can I say? Gotta earn your keep, am I right? Thank you very much. Very, very much. I do need to go ahead and grab another bit of some of that sody pop, a little bit more of that Nuka-Cola Classic. And we're going to top it off just with a little bit of bourbon tonight. Tonight's flavor of choice is Angel's Envy Triple Oaked small batch bourbon. And Mr. House Party 6 with another very generous $10 super chat. Let's go ahead and put back on the super suit because it's not a guest character yet. Now is it? Absolutely not. So, let's see. Where did I put my super suit? Where's my super suit? Mr. House Party with a very generous $10 super chat. Hail to you and thank you. He says, "Oi, we states the Okie Metal Militia. Who do you mean Metallica? We probably get dinged by those YouTube gets for that. But we do appreciate you for being a very snazzy. That's what she is. You're very snazzy with us tonight. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Alrighty, we're gonna fire this shiny thing right here for you. Well, that's not very loud, is it? No, it isn't. Not loud at all. Not enough darker here. Not in the water on. All right, much foaming. Let's go ahead and bring back up the chat because again, you guys are the star of the show. You guys help me keep going with this, and I hope that everybody is having a great time tonight. Hope we are having a great time tonight. Thank you all again for considering hanging out with me as well. Hopefully everybody is having a great time tonight. I appreciate everybody for hanging out. Let's see, we got Max Redstone that waltzed in. Thank you, sir, and hail. Hopefully Big Ol' Moose is enjoying part the second on the second stage here. Mary Stone says, "I'm drinking a white Monster energy drink so I could be at the stream and play as Corvus Corvax in Elden Ring at the same time." Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Hopefully we didn't scare away Big Ol' Moose. And Alabama Hellbilly says, "Finally got half a day off, so I am hanging and drinking." Well, cheers, my friend. I will drink to that. Let's have a little bit of this delicious bourbon. Cheers, my friend. If anybody's drinking tonight, we may bring back a classic. We may bring back an Irish drinking bender just for you all tonight. So cheers. And as of that, super chat, that gets us to DEFCON 3. Let's go ahead and hit DEFCON 3.
Sir, we have just entered DEFCON 3.
Danger. Reactor temperature unstable.
We are now at DEFCON 3. Allow me to update some of our statistics on our tiers. Thank you guys again so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. So give me just one tickety 2 here. And we got DEFCON 2. DEFCON 2. Now, when we get to DEFCON 2, we are going to have a death race circuit. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be bringing back some of the death racing out here in the New York. So that'll be a little bit of a gaming segment just to shake things up a little bit. But before we get any further, I feel it prudent to also remind you all that we are most likely going to be doing this again Saturday afternoons. So all of you late night guys out there that are unavailable because you're asleep, do not fret. We'll be doing this again first thing in the morrow, and I hope that you guys are enjoying tonight's festivities. With that, let's go ahead and get back to it. I hope we didn't scare away Big Ol' Moose with the metal, with the orkiness. It does get loud, but Mr. House Party is a producer tonight, and he wanted his green skin entertainment, so I gave it to him. Stands too close to Promethean fumes. Thank you guys again so much from the bottom of my heart. Let's go ahead and run some commercials. If you like what we do here, us small fries, then then please consider some of these other people. I like to make commercials for people or get commercials from people so that they are featured. So if you like what we do here, please consider some of these other creators out there because they are awesome too. We'll be right back after these messages with some more fun. See you all in just a few minutes.
In a world where creativity meets chaos, one duck rules them all. Join the duck side and experience content you'll only find here on Duck Vader. Creative intros, head explosions, engaging commentary, skits.
You know how like George Lucas used symbolism to tell his Star Wars stories? Like, I want to use symbolism too. A big fucking pride flag.
But your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them.
But I spoke about new Star Wars.
The ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
Music videos.
Accolades a big waste, writing's incomplete. It's alright, this girl's alright, you'll see. Yeah, hey, 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 hey. I'm Disney freak. I'm Disney freaky, yeah.
Head explosions. And more. Subscribe to the Duck Lord of the Sith. Do it today.
In a world overrun by uninspired content, one channel dares to fight back. All the way from the year 2117, Zordon sent the ultimate geeky hero to save us all. Armed with sarcasm, science fiction, and a middle finger to the mundane, Beta has arrived. Films, TV shows, video games, and so much more. We got off-the-wall theories that aren't just pulled out of thin air, they are backed by lore, logic, and the kind of evidence that would make Mulder and Scully go, hey, he's actually got a point. Join the Theta crew every Sunday for Cosmic Theta Theater 2117, the only stream where old sci-fi and horror movies go to die again. Subscribe to Theta of the Grid, where nostalgia kicks ass, sarcasm is a superpower, and the geeks shall inherit the earth. Read in for nerds.
Well, all right, we are back, folks. Thank you guys again for getting us to DEF CON 3. When we get to DEF CON 2, if we get to DEF CON 2, we'll do a little gaming. We'll do a little death racing, just to shake things up a little bit for you, for your entertainment. And if we get to DEF CON 1, we will have a bonus gaming stream that will most likely take the place of the matinee that will be happening right after Scooby Pup's podcast tomorrow. We'll play a little Doom in that spot instead of doing another matinee. So that's where we'll put that. And if that doesn't happen, then we'll just have another one of these bad boys waiting for you at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's go ahead. And actually, I got one more thing before we bring out our character guest, our first character guest. Let's go ahead and I owe you guys this cover here, so we're gonna take it down a little bit from the orkiness and recenter ourselves. Goose Fraba. Here we go. A little bit of that last unicorn for you all. When the last eagle flies o'er the last crumbling mountain, and the last lion roars at the last dusty fountain in the shadow of the forest. Though she may be old and worn, they will stare unbelieving at the last unicorn. When the first breath of winter through the flowers is icing, and you look to the north, and the pale moon is arising, and it seems like all is dying, and would leave the world to mourn. In the distance hear the laughter of the last unicorn. I'm alive. I'm alive. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When the last moon is cast, oh, the last star morning, and the future has passed without a last desperate warning. Then look into the sky where through the clouds a path is torn. Look and see how she sparkles. It's the last unicorn. I'm alive. I'm alive.
Unicorn! Unicorn!
Hey now, and we got ourselves another unicorn super sticker. We got 10 new members, and I believe as of this notice stop, 10 unicorns, or 6 unicorns. So let's see here. We'll do that there. And we did get our 10 member goal tonight, so thank you guys again so much for that. God bless each and every one of you for making my little corner of the internet worth your entertainment for this late dread hour in the morning, the witching hour, well, a little bit after the witching hour for me. It's 3:23, and I believe that is a good segue into something a little bit demonic and eldritch, wouldn't you say so? So everybody cozy up to your radios. It's time to bring back a classic. Somebody who hasn't been on the show as much lately, given the fact that Skeletor and Bill Cipher are right now under the focus. So go ahead and tune your radios to 616 AM modulation and make sure that they're close to the summoning circle so that you can at least get a little bit of the feedback. Go ahead and let's tune it on in, shall we?
Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Alastor, the radio demon, cited proviso. Yes, quite. A pleasure. Thank you for tuning in to this late night, this veritably dreadful hour, as it were. Pleasure to see so many fans here. We got Mr. House Party 6, Mary Stone. Mr. House Party seems to like turtles. How interesting. Very good. Could you make me just a slight tad bit bigger? And that's better. I understand that the screen does start to malfunction upon my arrival, but that is okay, because we can certainly just list our chats right here for you, ladies and gentlemen. That way we don't have to worry about such things, such trifle things. And of course, we thank everybody for tuning in thus far for tonight's program. And of course, we are broadcasting now from the storage room number 4 here at Stock Tower, where my radio is thusly located. So, without any further fanfare, I suppose we should probably go ahead and get to another tune, and then perhaps a little bit of that dad humor of my own. What do you all say to those apples? A little dad humor of yours truly. Yes, I digress. Let's go ahead and get right to it then, before things start to dilly-dally and wither, as it were. Let's see here. Which one do I want to do? Yes, this one here is a classic that I'm sure that you all are familiar with, because it is my opener. Hey, hobo man. Hey, Dapper Dan. You both got your style, but brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Your clothes may be brummely, they stand out a mile, but brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Who cares what they're wearing on Main Street or Savile Row? It's what you wear from ear to ear, and not from head to toe, that matters. So, Senator, so, Janitor, so long for a while, you know you're never fully dressed without a smile. I don't want to set the world on a fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart. In my heart I have but one desire, and that one is you. No other will do. I lost all ambition for worldly acclaim. I just want to be the one you love. And with your admission that you feel the same, I will have the goal I'm dreaming of, believe me. I don't want to set the world on a fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart. Lovely. And hello to both of you, respectively. Yes, quite. From what I've gathered, it is now officially, September the 20th. It might as well be Halloween. Is this true? Might as well be Halloween. And so, as a result, we need to go ahead and start getting into the Halloween spirit, in my opinion. I believe that is our next charge. A little bit of that Halloween spirit, as it were. And I certainly hope that you will join us for a little bit of some spooky reading of ourselves. Let's see here. Yes, quite. I tell you what, we'll just read a classic tonight. one that we have done before, but we will do it for yours enjoyment nonetheless. Here we are. Let's read this for our good friends here tonight. And of course, this is a story of a man's guilt, and it's because of this man's guilt that he must suffer the guilt of his conscience for doing an unholy deed for a rather regular reason. This was written by the great Edgar Allan Poe and was recited to me back when I was still among the mortal world. And it goes a wee bit like this. Yes, let us go ahead and open up a door here, so we can let in some of the warm air, because it's beginning to get a little nippy, at least around these parts. So let's go ahead and open up the door. One moment. Here we are. There we go. Oh, look, the Halloween carolers are already out. I do love this place. So where were we? Oh, yes. The Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe. Cheers. True. Nervous. Very, very dreadfully nervous I had been and am. But why will you say that I am mad? The disease had sharpened my senses, not destroyed, not dulled them. Above all was the sense of hearing acute. I had all the things in the heaven and in the earth, and I had many things in hell. How then am I mad? How can I observe how healthily? How calmly I can tell you the whole story. It is impossible to say how the first idea entered my brain. But once conceived, it had haunted me day and night. Object there was none, passion there was none. I loved the old man, he had never wronged me. He had never given me insult, for his goal I had no desire. I think it was his eye. Yes, it was this. One of his eyes resembled that of a vulture, a pale blue eye with a film over it. Whenever it fell upon me, my blood ran cold, and so by degrees, very gradually, I had made up my mind to take the life of the old man, and thus rid myself of the eye forever. Now, this is the point you fancy me mad. Madmen know nothing, but you should have seen me. You should have seen how wisely I proceeded, with what caution, with what foresight, what dissimulation I went to work. I was never kinder to the old man than during the whole week before I killed him, and every night, at about midnight, I turned the latch on the door and opened it, oh so gently. And then when I had made an opening sufficient for my head, I put in a dark lantern, all close so that no light had shone out, and then I thrust my head in. Oh, you would have laughed to see how cunningly I thrust it in. Get your heads out of the gutter, please. Thank you. I moved it slowly, very, very slowly, so that I may not disturb the old man's sleep. It took me an hour to place my whole head within the opening so far that I could see him as he lay upon his bed. Ha! But a madman have been so wise as this? And then, when my head was well in the room, and in the lantern cautiously, oh so cautiously, for the hinges creaked, and there wasn't any WD-40 available at the time? Certainly not. I undid it just so much that a single thin ray fell upon the vulture eye. And this I did for 7 long nights. Every night, just at midnight, but I found the eye was always closed, and so it was impossible to do the work. For it was not the old man who vexed me, but his evil eye. And every morning, when the day broke, I went boldly into the chamber and spoke courageously to him, calling him by name in a hearty tone, and inquiring how he had passed the night. So you see, it would have been a very profound old man indeed to suspect that every night, just at 12, I looked upon him while he slept. Upon the 8th night, I was more than usually cautious in opening the door. A watch's minute hand moves more quickly than did mine. Never before had the night had felt the extent of my own powers, of my sagacity. I could scarcely contain my feelings of triumph to think that there I was opening the door little by little, and he did not even dream of my secret deeds nor thoughts. I fairly chuckled at the idea, and perhaps he heard me, for he moved on the bed suddenly as if startled. Now you may think that I drew back, but no. His room was as black as pitch with a thick darkness, but the shutters were closed fastened through fear of robbers. So I knew that if he could not see the opening of the door, and I kept pushing it on steadily and steadily. I had my head in, and was about to open the lantern when my thumb slipped on the tin fastening. The old man sprang up out of his bed, and he cried out, "Who's there?" I kept still and said nothing. For a whole hour I did not move a muscle. In the meantime, I did not hear him lie down. He was still sitting up at the bed listening, just as I have done night after night, hearkening to the death watches on the wall. Presently I heard a slight groan, and I knew it was the groan of mortal terror. It wasn't the groan of pain or of grief, oh no. It was a low stifled sound that arises from the bottom of the soul when overcharged with awe. I knew that sound well. Many a night just at midnight when all the world slept, it was welled up from my own bosom, deepening with its dreadful echo the terrors that distracted me. I say I knew it well. I knew it what the old man felt, and I pitied him, although I chuckled at heart. I knew that he had been lying awake ever since the first slight noise. When he had turned on his bed, his fears had been more than since growing upon him. He had been trying to fancy them causeless, but could not. He had been saying to himself, "There's nothing but the wind in the chimney. There's only a mouse crossing the floor. There's merely a cricket which has made a single chirp." Yes, he had been trying to comfort himself with these suppositions, but he had found it all in vain. All in vain. Because death was approaching him and had stalked him with a black shadow before him and enveloped the victim, as was the mournful influence for the unperceived shadow that caused him to feel, although he neither saw nor heard, to feel the presence of my head in the room. When I waited a long time very patiently without hearing him lie down, I resolved to open a little. I saw very little crevice in the lantern, so I opened it. Could not imagine how stealthily, until at length a single dim ray, like the thread of a spider, shot out from the crevice and fell upon the vulture eye. It was wide open. Wide open! I grew furious when I gazed upon it. I saw it with perfect distinctness, and all dull blue with a hideous veil over that chilled me to the very marrow of my bones. But I could see nothing else of the old man's face or person. But I directed the ray as if by instinct precisely upon the damned spot. And now, have I not told you that what you mistake for madness is but the over-acuteness of the senses? Now, I say, there came to my ears a low, dull, quick sound, such as a watch makes when enveloped in cotton. I knew that sound well, too. It was the beating of the old man's heart. It increased my fury as the beating of a drum stimulates a soldier into courage. But even as I refrained and kept still, I scarcely breathed. I held the lantern motionless. I tried how steadily to maintain the ray upon the eye. Meanwhile, the hellish tattoo of the heart increased. It grew quicker and quicker and louder every instant. The old man's terror must have been extreme. It grew louder, I say, louder every moment. Do you mark me well? I told you that I am nervous, so I am. And at the dread hour of the night, amid the dreadful silence of this wretched old house, so strange a noise had excited me into uncontrollable terror. Yet for some minutes longer I refrained and stood still, very still. The beating grew louder and louder. I thought the heart must burst, and now anxiety seized me. The sound could be heard by a neighbor. It grew louder and louder and louder and louder. Allow me to regain my composure. The old man's hour had come. With a loud yell, I threw open the lantern and leapt into the room. He shrieked once and once only. In an instant, I dragged him to the floor. I pulled the heavy bed over him and smiled gaily to find the deed so far done. But for many minutes, the heart beat with a muffled sound. This, however, did not vex me and would not be heard through the wall. At length it ceased. The old man was dead. I moved the bed and examined the corpse. Yes, he was stone dead, and I placed my hand upon the heart and held it there for many minutes. There was no pulsation. He was stone dead, as I would trouble me no more. If you still think me mad, and you'll think so no longer when I describe the wise precautions I took upon the concealment of the body. The night waned, and I worked hastily, but in silence. First of all, I dismembered the corpse. scathlings that I replaced the boots so cunningly that no human eye, not even his, could have detected anything wrong. There was nothing to look at, no stain of any kind, no blood whatsoever. If it's wetting fat, a tub, and it caught all. When I made it into these labors, it was 4 o'clock. Still dark as midnight. As the bell sounded the hour, there came a knocking at the street door. I went down to open it with a light heart, for what now did I have to fear? There entered 3 men who introduced themselves with perfect suavity as officers of the police. A shriek had been heard by a neighbor during the night. Suspicion of foul play had been aroused. Information had been lodged at the police office, and they, the officers, had been deputed to search the premises. I smiled, for what did I have to fear? I bade the gentleman welcome. The shriek, I said, was mine from my own dream. The man I mentioned was absent in the country. Took my visitors all over the house. I bade them search well. I led them at length to his chamber. I showed him all his treasures, secure and undisturbed. To the enthusiasm of my confidence, I brought chairs into the room and desired them here to rest from their fatigues, while I myself, with wild audacity of my perfect triumph, placed my own seat on that very spot beneath them which reposed the corpse of the victim. The officers were satisfied. My manner had convinced them. I was singularly at ease. They sat for a while and answered cheerily. They chatted of familiar things, but ere long I felt myself getting pale and wished them gone. My head ached, and I fancied a ringing in my ears. They sat and still chatted. The ringing became more distinct, continued to become more and more distinct. I talked more freely to get rid of the feeling, but it continued and gained definitiveness, until at length I found that the noise was not in my ears. No doubt I grew very, very pale. But I talked more fluently, with a heightened voice, yet the low sound increased. What could I do? It was a low, dull, quick sound, much as a sound as a watch makes when enveloped in cotton. I gasped for breath, and the officers heard it not. I talked more quickly, more vehemently, but the noise steadily increased. I rose and I argued about trifles in a high key with violent gesticulations, but the noise steadily increased. Why would they not be gone? I paced the floor to and fro with heavy strides, as if excited to fury by the observations of the men, but the noise steadily increased. Oh God, what could I do? What could I do? I foamed, I raved, I swore. I swung the chair upon which I'd been sitting. I grated upon the boards. The noise arose over and it continually increased. It grew louder and louder. The men still chatted pleasantly and smiled. Was it possible they had not? Almighty God! No, they heard, they suspected, they knew. They were making a mockery of my horror. This I thought. This and I think, but anything was better than this agony. Anything was more tolerable than this derision. But I could bear their hypocritical smiles no longer, for I heard it again, louder. Villains, I shrieked. Dissemble no more, I admit the deed. Tear up the planks. Here, it's a beating of its hideous heart. And there we are. Thank you. The Telltale Heart, just in time for spooky season. Do allow me to go ahead and pour another round for that oration. You don't mind my doing so? I think I have well and good have earned it. There we are, a little bit of that old glug, as they says. Well, it's a scary story. I never imagined the narrator would go into deep demonic voices. Well, you might have never heard this particular performance of the Telltale Heart, but I'm glad that everyone was gripping their arms of their chairs. It means that we did, I hope, a very good job for you all this evening. Cheers! But have you ever heard it orated, Big Dave K? Therein lies the real question. Yes, quite. Therein lies the conundrum. Did you hear the oration of the performance? All right, I believe we need to go ahead and bring up the mood a little bit from that terror. My 8th grade teacher, did they do a good job? And yes, the demonic demon, potato, let's call the whole thing off. Hers wasn't quite as entertaining. Well, she is an 8th grade teacher, and I just happen to be a radio personality. There's a big difference indeed. Now, where was I? We have a few things that we would like to check here as we get further into tonight's program. Am I to understand that we had obtained another unicorn? Is that what I have gathered here? Is there another unicorn? Yes or no? That's the real question, now isn't it? I do need to count these. 4. There's only 4 here. 2, 3, 4. We should have 6. Yes, quite? No. 2, 3. There is indeed another unicorn. One moment then, while we go ahead and acknowledge that particular parcel. Thank you again, Mr. House Party 6, for the donation.
Unicorn! Unicorn!
And Crazy Horse with yet another. One moment, please.
Unicorn! Unicorn!
All right, we have one more part of this segment that we need to do, and of course, you all couldn't avoid it. I mean, this is the second stage of a pop culture party, and as is tradition, that means I must subject you to a little bit of the derivative dad humor, as it were. I know, it's shocking. I know, it's terrible, actually. But what if I told you that some of these dad jokes that I have lined up for you are absolutely terrible? We're talking about the creme de la creme of the crap, ladies and gentlemen. The creme de la creme of the crap. So, let's go ahead and get to them, shall we? Roll that beautiful bean footage. There's a common misconception that dad jokes are meant to make people laugh. This is not true. The emotion they are meant to elicit is rage, inflicting punitive damage, as it were. You guys thought that you were going to get away with it? Of course not. I'm a demon and I specialize in torture, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and get it out of your system. Go ahead. It's healthy to vent. It is very healthy to vent. Get it out of your systems. Very good. Now, shall we then? I'm so upset. My barber said he can't cut my hair any longer. It's because he can only cut it shorter. What do mermaids use to wash their fins? Tide! Why couldn't the produce manager make it to work? He could drive, but he didn't. Avocado. I went to a silent auction. I want a dog whistle and 2 mimes. I once submitted 10 jokes to a joke competition. I really thought with that many, one was certain to be a winner. Sadly, No pun intended. Absolutely wonderful, ladies and gentlemen. We're just getting started. Let's see here. Ah, yes. Why did the old man fall down the well? He couldn't see that well, for one. I got an A on my origami assignment when I turned my paper into a teacher. If your house is cold, just stand in a corner. I heard it's always 90 degrees there. There it is! Where are my manners? Where are my manners? I suppose we should probably clean up on aisle 5, perhaps? The man that is responsible for this is, of course, the individual that works late night at Taco Bell, Liv Moss. Now, where were we? Let's see here. Let's pick out a few good ones. Here we are. The owner of a tuxedo store kept hovering over me when I was browsing, so I asked him to leave me alone. He said, fine. Suit yourself. Max Redstone says, it's official, you're worse than the WNBA, where you don't have to throw your dick all over it, now do you? Listen, if I wanted any more penetrating humor from you, I would go to the WNBA, because at least there I wouldn't be charged for it. Now, where was I? Yes, right about here. There's some deliciousness here. What is the best present? Anyone? No one? Certainly. What is the best present? Broken drums. From what I heard, you can't beat it. Much like the, tickets to get into a WNBA game, we're practically giving these away. Isn't that nice of me? Do you... yes, right here. What word can you make shorter by adding 2 letters? Anyone? Short. Well, I suppose we could do one more. Why are Christmas trees so bad at knitting? I know it's Halloween, but whatever. They always drop their needles. Why, thank you. Thank you very much. Fantastic. Absolutely lovely. Why couldn't they get enough people to watch a WNBA game in person? You can't find that many people to fit sentencing guidelines that harsh. That's a good one. But alas, this is the end of our dad joke segment. We hope that you all enjoyed the groaning and the terror. So if you could cue the fanfare, please. And thanks for playing. Well, my segment of tonight's program is coming quickly to a close, but it has been a pleasure to return to the fore, as it were. But there's one thing I'm thinking, what can I do? What can I really do to leave my mark? Oh, I know. I know exactly what I plan on doing. Somebody was mentioning that the screen was not broken. Let's fix that. There we go, that's better. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, the end of my segment. Thank you guys again. From the bottom of my heart, ladies and gentlemen, you all have been a fantastic audience. Thank you. And we will be getting back to the program proper. After a few messages from our sponsors. Don't touch that dial, ladies and gentlemen. We're just getting warmed up.
I'd like to build a world and you can furnish it with love. Grow mushroom trees and atomic bees and quantum colored doves. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I'd like to buy the world if you can keep it company. It's the real thing, good. What the world wants today. Coca-Cola, grow mushroom trees and atomic bees and quantum colored dove. It's the real thing, good. What the world wants today. Coca-Cola. To buy the world a nuke and keep it company.
Got videos of indie authors and cinema love, a passion for the weird and the strange. She's snappily dressed and only slightly deranged. Come and meet the eclectic goat, lover of classics and whiskey notes, disciple of horror and the written word, happy head hunting. Come join the herd. Shows might be a little improper. We've got real zombie, fake whizzes the other, pizza in one hoof, glass in the other, deciding which role-playing games we will cover. Come and meet the eclectic goat, lover of classics and whiskey notes, disciple of horror and the written word, happy head butting. Come join the herd. Black and white screens, crappy horror with low budget scenes. Choose on the history, spits out the law. Time for another whiskey pour. Come and meet the eclectic goat, lover of classics and whiskey notes, disciple of horror and the written word, happy head buddy. Come join the herd. Worlds clash in endless collision, gaming news with a fierce precision, with a spark so wild it breaks the norm. In the tempest eye, a cyberstorm. Reclaim gaming and dragon cast. Fire breathing wine, screaming loud. The Vistro's here to shake the crowd. Psychotic dragon ready to ignite. Hold on tight, we're taking flight.
We're back! And I had to fix the glass. I'm kind of hoping that doesn't happen again. Why, hello. Hello there. Hello there. Before we get to our next character guest that has been unlocked in DEF CON 3, we're just going to, wind back a little bit, sing a few more songs before we get to our next act. And I believe as of this notice stop, we are, let's see where we're sitting. We are $23.10 away from tier, or DEF CON 2. And at DEF CON 2, we're going to do a little death racing, which will be a lot of fun. That'll be our gaming segment tonight. And we're going to be playing some Carmageddon TDR 2000 if we get there. And we are very, very close. But if not, then we're going to continue just as normal, as programmed, because I have content either way, ladies and gentlemen, either way. Because I'm here to entertain you, whether I make a penny or whether I make a pound. All right, so let's go ahead and get to a song here. This song is very thematic, seeing as this is our second stage act. And again, I don't do these after parties much anymore. This is a one and done, but I figured, you know what? I was in the mood, and I didn't wake up till 8 in the evening. And Crazy Horse says, well, I got to head to bed, but be back tomorrow. It's going to be a big day. It's going to be a long day for me. Because after this, I'll probably have to work on a few shorts because Bill Cipher's going to be up, Brandon the Anime Guy, at 10 a.m. What am I doing up at 4? Well, I got up at 8. So that's going to have to, be like the last thing that I do. Then I'm going to take a small nap, get up, produce for Scooby Pup, and then be back at this again, and then have Alf on Cotton that night. Then I'm going to crash, and I'm going to crash hard. So wish me luck. I think I got this, though. I've been sleeping like a rock lately. All right. Let's go ahead. And this song is very thematic. Yeah. Small nap here and then be there for the council. Yep. This song is very thematic because this is the part the second of a science fiction double feature of shorts. So you guys should know this one from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Oh, I got this. Thank you very much, Mary. I got this. Thank you. God bless you. Here you go. A little science fiction double feature for you all out there today. Michael Rennie was ill the day the earth stood still, but he told us where we stand. And Flash Gordon was there in silver underwear. Claude Rains was the invisible man. Then something went wrong for Fay Ray and King Kong. They got caught in a celluloid jam, and then at a deadly pace that came from outer space, and this is how the message ran. Science fiction double feature. Dr. X will build a creature. See androids fighting Brad and Janet, and Francis stars in Forbidden Planet 100. Whoa! At the late night double feature picture show. Oh, I knew Liu G. Carroll was over a barrel when Tarantula took to the hills. And I really got hot when I saw Janet Scott fight a Triffid that spit poison and kills. Dana Andrews said, Prunes, gave him the runes, and passing them used lots of skills. But when worlds collide, said George Pell to his bride, I'm gonna give you some terrible thrills, like a science fiction double feature. Dr. X will build a creature, see androids fighting, Brad and Janet, and Francis stars in Forbidden Planet. Whoa! At the late night double feature picture show, I wanna go to the late night double feature picture show
by Broadcasting Company RKO.
Oh, to the late night double feature picture show, necking in the back row. At the late night double feature picture show. Fun in the bone. Been a while since I sung that one, but you know, it's getting closer to Halloween. We gotta start bringing out the spooky stuff. Tell you what, man, I hope that you all are having a wonderful time tonight. I am getting my Energon ready. So, while we are doing that, we should probably go ahead and perform another one. I think I know exactly which one I want to perform. I know exactly the one. Just to give another shout out to DC for putting up with me tonight. I wanted to wait to the end of the show to even mention the after party, because it's, you know, again, it's rude to like just talk about the after party, right? Because it's his show. But I waited to the end, hopefully, and hopefully he's not mad. I don't think he is. But one moment, I am still trying to unwrap my can of Energon. To much detriment, much sadness, much sorrow. There we go. Now, let's see here. This song goes out to him, and it goes a little bit like this. So I love it whenever he performs this for me. Whenever I am able to like request it, and his voice isn't messed up by the end of the night. When I do, sometimes I wait till late to request this one. I want to thank him for thinking of me whenever he performs this. This is a Scottish ballad, and goes a little bit like this. A little bit of that Loch Lomond, unlike Loch Ness, which apparently has a creature in it. That should be in the science fiction picture show, but it isn't. Let's go ahead and get to that, shall we? And thank you guys again for tuning in to the late night. You guys are our champions, and I love each and every one of you. And yeah, let's go ahead and get to this one, because this one can get a little emotional. By yon bonny banks and by yon bonny braes, where the sun shines bright on the highman, wed me and me true love wherever won't gay, on the bonny banks, oh Lehman. I'll take the high road and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland afar ye, but me and me true love will never meet again, on the bonny banks, oh Lehman. 'Twas there that we parted in yon shady glen, on the steep side of Ben Lomond, where in a purple hue the Highland hills we view, and the moon coming out in the glory, man. Or ye take the high road, and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland afar ye. But me and me true love will never meet again on the bonny, bonny banks o' the Loch, man. The way bear to sing, and the wild flowers spring, and in sunshine the waters are sleeping. But the broken hearted gains nigh a second spring, though the rifle messes fry their greeting. Oh, ye take the high road, and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland afar ye. But me and me true love will never meet again on the bonny, bonny banks o' the Loch, man. Uh-oh. The chat did a duty. One moment. Gotta re-summon the chat here. Re-summon it because it did a duty. There we go. There we go. It doesn't matter if you're big or if you're small. It only matters that the YouTube drains any Chromium-based browser of all of its allocated memory, especially on machines that are getting a bit older and older as time goes on. But hopefully Richard Spike will have that gaming PC before too long. He said he would be getting it out this weekend. Shout out to the American Patriots pod, Richard Spike, for bringing me a gaming computer into this on this side of the millennium. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. The bottom of me heart and the heart of me bottom. Well, I tell you what, kids, we have another character guest host that we need to get to, don't we? So I tell you what we's going to do. You should probably already know who's going to be coming out. It's the guy who is joining the Lord of Snake Mountain with the shorts. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The Lord of Snake Mountain with the shorts. Yes. It is none other than Bill Cipher. We went with one demon, might as well go with the other one. And that means that we need a good segue to his summoning, don't we? I think I know just the one, don't you? Well, I certainly do. Let's regale upon the time that they had a duel in piano over my program. Let's get to it.
Ah, I didn't see you there. Don't be shy, make yourself comfortable. Surprised? I've been known to tickle the ivories time to time. There's few things more entertaining than a good song, don't you think? I'm rather fond of this one. It's a little bit after my time, but it is such a thoughtful melody.
We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day.
Did you have to interrupt my number? That's very impolite and uncool.
Oh, don't take it to heart, dear man. Here, have some deer teeth for your trouble.
I am tired of you upstaging me every chance you get. I feel like we need to settle this fair and square. How about a duel, as it were? Who is the better pianist? Will you assist me in this endeavor, Mr. Isosceles?
Well, I am literally trillions of years older than you and have anticipated this very moment. Tell you what, it's a deal. Shake my hand. Winner gets his show once and for all. What about it? What do you say, big guy?
You have an ear, my good fellow.
Prepare to lose, dingus.
Let's call it a draw, my good man. Rachel!
But I guess I'll always be with you. Well, 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 well. Wait a minute. Didn't work. 1 second. From the top. Well, 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 well. That's better. Hey, how's everybody going? It's your favorite interdimensional overlord Bill Cipher back again from the pyramid to bring you some insanity courtesy of yours truly. How many people have been enjoying my dark dad jokes recently? Show of hands. Come on. No, seriously, cut off your hands and throw them at me. I'm not joking. All right. Well, what can be said that has been said already? You guys know who I am. And I hope that you guys have been enjoying the shorts. That's right. I'm also going to be a guest of honor for the second time. Hopefully the internet will actually assist us with the matter. But yeah, you know what? It's all about me right now. Who's drinking in this dread hour of the night? Hopefully y'all are drinking something delicious. I'm having myself some borax. Who here would like to drink some borax with me? Show of hands. You know, the cool thing about being a podcaster is you sometimes get famous people on your show, right? Like, I want to give a shout out to Nick from Plot Strikes Back because I heard he was on the Critical Drinker show. Picked up about 100 subscribers for it, too. Keep kicking ass, Nick, and keep working on those gains. Or, Kata being on Callie's show. Shout out to you, bro. Well done. But we like to bring our celebrity guests here. In fact, I think I got somebody here that I would love for you all to meet. Who here's a big fan of Weird Al? You know, we do parody songs too here, right? So of course we wanted to make sure that he had, we can get a good sponsorship, right? So here's a sponsorship for none other than one of the greatest writers of all time for parody songs, Weird Al Yankovic. Go ahead and say hi.
How did I get inside this computer? How do I get out of here? Bill! Bill! Let me out! Bill!
Looks like he is definitely eager to give us this channel sponsorship here. Shout out to Weird Al Yankovic. Am I right? So let's see here. What should we do? There's so many things we could do. I could, maybe, just maybe. I tell you what, folks, for the low price, how would you like to see some Bill Cipher dad joke shorts that have not been aired on the channel yet? I tell you what, the low price, one super chat of my favorite color, yellow. The next 30 minutes, we'll show a few of them off for you. Fresh Bill Cipher memes from me to you. How's that sound? Because I do better dad jokes than that other guy and that other guy, right? $10 and I'll throw 3 of them out there for you. How's that sound? Sounds Gucci to my ear. In the meantime, so I think you know what I haven't done in a while? I haven't read anything from the Book of Bill. Tell you what I'm going to do for you folks. Just because you guys are rad. One moment. We'll go ahead and we'll get that hooked up for you. How's that sound, right? Tell you what, just for you all, I'm going to narrate some of the Book of Bill free of charge. But if you guys want to see some bonus Bill Cipher memes, well, y'all know what to do. Unfortunately, that means I got to say goodbye to you yokels. So it's nothing personal. Nothing personal, all right? Calm down before you all go crazy. Jeez. Show business, am I right? All right, one moment. Dope-a-dope-a-dope-a-dope-a-do. There we go. Skadoosh. Now we got ourselves a nice big chunk of the good old book of Bill. And I tell you what I'm going to do, just because I'm super rad, is I'm going to go ahead and still pop myself on the screen for you all so that you all can pay attention. Because quite frankly, I mean, why not? So one moment here while I do that. Open. I summon myself to read along with you. Because Lord knows you guys really could use my tender love and care, am I right? So, if we get that nailed, hell, welcome back, Crazy Horse. Thought you were going to bed. I guess I could see you in your dreams too, huh? Damn, gnarly. Absolutely gnarly. Well, I mean, if you really want me to get to your dreams, just give me a holler. Lord knows I'm already in your dreams anyway. Alice will be back in a minute. Coffee's almost ready. Cool beans. I'm drinking some borax. Hopefully that'll get some wake-up juice in me, right? Mm-hmm. And I tell you what I'm going to do. Just for you all. I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead a few pages. How's that sound? Open. This is all useless lore. You don't need this. Open. All right, open. I'm trying to remember where I was because been a while. Great Gatsby. How about? Would you like to read The Great Gatsby with me? Obviously not. All right. Oh, hello there. You just caught me peeking at all the secrets of the universe, the meaning of life, what everyone's saying about you behind your back, how to make a functioning atomic bomb out of ducklings, blah, 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 blah. Boring stuff like that. And my entire journey through history, yeah, you wouldn't be interested. What's that? Okay, I can tell you how comically wide your eyes are getting, that you really want to know what's behind this door. Look, normally I only share my unholy knowledge with close personal henchmen, but you seem like the type of people out there that they can keep infinite secrets. All right, I'll consider letting you take a peek if you could pass my test. Now, this is very important because everybody needs to pass this test. If we're going to be sharing some intimate demonic lore with you all tonight, we need to go ahead and actually pass this test. So give me 1 second here, and we'll go ahead and we'll get the chat involved on this. We need proper test music, though. I know! Perfect test music. Awesome. All right, let's get to it, shall we? Get that pencil sharpened, buddy. It's time to see what you're made of, aside from bile and dead skin, all that garbage. All right, to get past this door, you're going to have to pass the one true intelligence test, okay? I hope you all are paying attention, all right? No cheating. I'll know if you're cheating. All right. I really can't zoom in here, or maybe I can. I absolutely can. There we go. A devious illusion. Is this a young woman, an old woman, or an illustrator having a psychotic break? Let's go ahead and get your answers. Nobody rush the answers now. Give me the answers in the chat and I'll highlight them. What is that image? Is it a young woman, an old woman, or an illustrator having a psychotic break? Crazy Horse is down for a psychotic break. Anybody else want to take a crack at it? Listen, we're gonna need some chat interaction. I'm not just gonna, share the secrets of the universe with any old yokel. Mary Stone says, like you wouldn't cheat yourself, Bill. Cheater. Chief Shadow 1750 says, psychotic break. We got 2 for psychotic break. All right, we've got you guys noted. Are we ready for question 2? I think I was clone ready. Number 2, the riddle of the cube. This may look like an ordinary cube, but if you look closely, this cube is actually really super depressed. Hey, he's had a rough year. Cut him some slack. What can you say to this cube to convince him to leave the house more often? Careful. Too much pressure to hang out will make the cube even more anxious. But if you never invite him out, he'll think you hate him. Go ahead and give me an answer to this cube right here. What would you say to him to get him to hang out with you? Because Lord knows he's had a rough year. But don't be too pressured. Try to keep it between 1 sentence and 2 sentences, please. But, you know, overuse of punctuation is encouraged. Anybody want to give me an answer as to how to get this cube out of the house? You need to understand that all of these questions are going to be quite difficult. I'm offering you the secrets of the universe, okay? This cube needs to get out of the house. What do you say to him? Let's go ahead and put some time on the clock because we have all night, but a lot of you people are probably getting ready for work, so, think about you mind squared. Interesting choice, interesting choice. Let's go ahead and put some time on the clock, shall we? Consider it a gift from a friend. Chief Shadow 1750 wrote down, want to go square dancing. Witty, clever, love it. So we got mind squared and want to go square dancing. Great answers. Look at you guys being smart. All right, well, let's get back to it, shall we? Let's go to question 3 down here, because I think this one's very important. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck were up against a woodchucking deadline and procrastinated for weeks? He's supposed to chuck 30 trees by Friday, and it's already noon on Wednesday. He wasted his day watching YouTube videos like this one about how marbles are made. What should he do? Should he call his mom? He's honestly freaking out right now. We need an exact answer as to how much wood that woodchuck would chuck by Friday. Erasers are encouraged, but not allowed. Mary Stone put down wibbly wobbly fish sticks for answer 2. They're all great answers. Very good. Kurt James with a very generous $4.99 super chat says, thank you for hosting this after party. Thank you for contributing. Appreciate you. That's going to go ahead and get us closer to DEF CON 3. Crazy Horse says 30 chords. You think he's gonna do it? He's gonna nail it. Guy's already lazy. He's been watching a lot of YouTube. I hear that a lot of people watch YouTube, like too damn many people watch YouTube. Seriously, it's 4:34 in the morning, and you people are watching YouTube. Any other answers for question 3 before we go on to our next part of the test? Remember, all of this is to encourage you guys to be creative. Again, I'm offering the secrets of the universe. Chief Shadow says to call a friend. All right, we'll call you a friend. One moment, please, while we patch you through. You didn't think we actually had that option, did you? Shows what you know. One moment, we'll go ahead and we'll patch you through right now.
That'll be $9.99. Hi, and welcome to the Bill Cipher Personal Injury Hotline. Bill Cipher will assist you in a moment. But first, are you in pain? Press 1 for yes, I am in pain. And 2 for no, I am not in pain. Very good. If you've been hit by a bus, press 1. Currently being torn apart by wolves? Press 2. Being fed slowly into a buzzsaw? Press 3. Are you currently on fire? Press 4. Is your skin being peeled slowly off by a goblin or ghoul? Press 5. Are you being crushed to death under the weight of your own miserable failures? Well, press 6. Do you find your pain delicious, like a succulent master? Do you guzzle from the goblet of your own sweet misery? More delicious agony you cry? Then, press 7. To hear these options again, die and then be reincarnated.
You know what? I think we got the wrong number. Sorry about that, but you know what they say. We'll keep trying. Hopefully that phone a friend helped. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to get to question number 4 on a really awesome test. Why? Because we're rad like that. That's why. All right. Now, who likes crosswords? I love crosswords. And hopefully you do too. So, we need to know, can you find all of the below screens in this puzzle? There we are. There are your choices. We'll go ahead and we'll give you guys a minute. See if you can find all of those screams. Let me know how many you find, all right? Let's go ahead and get some good study music back on the clock on the Infinite Elevator to Torment. Crazy Horse found the good one. So did Chief Shadow. And again, if you need the cipher, see what I did there? Those are all the above screens that you need to find in this puzzle. There they are. What does this mean? I still don't know. But everybody in the 90s drew it, didn't they? That's not a question on the test. We ready for the next question? This one's getting boring.
Norlog the Number Devourer. This guy right here, this lovely little feller, is Norlog. He hungers for numbers. Feed him the numbers he craves. Numbers are his food. Feed Norlog. What number do you want to feed the devourer of all numbers? Comment in the chat below. Hey, what's going on, Dudicus? I'm trying to see if people are really smart enough for the secrets of the universe. You know me. You love me. You've probably watched my shorts, or will, if you know what's good for you. I'm Bill Cipher. Pleasure to meet and re-meet your acquaintance. Chief Shadow 1750 says, Norlog's going to eat 572. Anybody else want to feed numbers to Norlog? Guy looks pretty hungry. Crazy Horse says 3.14. Trick answer. If you're going to give us pi, we're going to need the exact figure, sir. Anyone else? Dudicus says 6. Welcome to the exam. Use your ability to travel through time because all humans have the ability to travel backwards in time, but probably never have a chance to talk to this version of me again as a result, to go ahead and answer the questions that we've already passed. And maybe, just maybe, down the line, you'll still be able to understand the secrets of the universe whenever I get to you. Crazy Horse, that's a little closer. But you have about 9 millionth numbers to go. Happy hunting! All right, so we got pi, we got 6, we got 572, all smart answers. Narlog looks happy. Look at him. He ate them all up. Good job. Who remembers Number Muncher on the old Macintosh computers and Commodore 64s? And for that matter, Word Muncher. Both of those are really good games. Let's continue, shall we? I need you guys to calculate the surface area of Seuss here. Real simple. One answer. Why don't you go ahead and say something, big guy?
Hey, how did I get here? Hello, Mr. Pines?
Yeah, calculate the surface area of Seuss, please. We appreciate that. That means you got your money. Good night. Take it easy. We'll see you Sunday. At least one of us will. And we got a surface area figure for Seuss here? That's a great answer. Fuck, I don't know. Definitely works. Write it in. All right. Let's go ahead and get to our next question. Shall we then? So, what is this thing right here, and why won't it leave me alone? Seriously, it just won't leave me alone. What is that thing, and why won't it leave me alone? That's what you guys need to figure out. Remember, you could always leave it blank. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and put a timer on the clock. No clue. Great answer. Go ahead and scribble it in if you would. Thanks. All right, let's go to question 8 because, you know, some people have an expiration date. I need you guys to divide this number in half. 7,368. Divide it in half if you would, please. That would be rad. Oh God! Oh God, you killed it! You were supposed to divide it in your head, not divide it with an axe! There's blood everywhere! The cops are gonna be here any minute! Oh my God! Okay, just stay cool. That number had a family, alright? You can't think about that right now. Listen to me. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna take a deep breath, go home, and change your clothes. I know a guy who could take care of this, but you need an alibi. Quick, write it down here, and it better be convincing. Your alibi, and don't rope me into this! I mean it! Don't rope me into this! Oh my God, here come the cops! Listen! Listen! Your alibi! Type it in the chat right now! Screw this! I'll be back when the heat's gone. Are they gone? They better be fucking gone. Alright. So we got the boss. Oh, yeah. Here he's got connections. You spent the last few hours at the strip club. Great answer. Great answer. Great answer. I don't think it's going to hold up in a court of law, though. But hey, it's your criminal justice system, not mine. Let's get on with the test. Get back our study music and get right back to it, shall we? All right, in the 90s, the internet had only one website, Horse Dating Horses. So people had to pass the time by staring at these things and pretending they could see something in there. Can you pretend to see something in there? Why don't you write down what you pretend to see? You got it? That's actually happened in real life. Anybody else want to throw down what they think they see? Use your imagination. I have faith in you. Alice says flying sandwiches. You know, I've knew this flying cupcake one time. He hung out with this giant who had a sales company on an island and was literally dating this really hot multi-armed girl. Oh my god. Did you know that the flying cupcake also talked and spit tobacco? Me neither. Stacks of ice cubes. Wow, perceptive. Let's go ahead and get to our next one. We're almost at the end of the test, guys. Think about it. The secrets of the universe are about to be yours. All right. One moment. Yeah, you don't want to see that now. That's boring. All right, here's a nice crossword puzzle. All right. All right, so we're only going to ask you to fill in a few of these, all right? All right, so on the across, we got a draft of a proposed law presented to Parliament in discussion, an amount of money owed for goods supplied or services rendered, a program of entertainment, such as a theater, a banknote, a piece of paper money, a poster, the first name of the 42nd President of the United States of America, the chant at the beginning of the Science Guys show, the front part of a duck's face, Destiny's Child needs 3 of them, L-lib backward, Buffalo blank. And then on the down, we got Who's the Bride Wanted to Kill? Short for William. When you misspell Phil, there's no such thing as a good blank an air, a clean blank of health. He had an excellent adventure with Ted. The kind of board an advertisement on it. 3 blank wide goat scruff. Watterson of Calvin and Hobbes. The name of your new god. And 01100010001100110011001101661111016611110 in binary. All right. Fill out the crossword. Here's a hint. It's only one answer. Just gotta write it down. Gee, I don't know. 22 times? I'll leave you to it. Ding, ding, ding! We have winners! I guess the secret's out, yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to our next answer. Number 11. I just added this thing here just for you guys. It's been here in my dimension for quite some time, okay? And it forever, and I hate looking at it. I want to get rid of it. It's your problem now. By the way, final question. This is an easy one. What is the purpose of your life? Give up? Need to know what the purpose of y'all's lives are in the chat. Alice of the Hove's already there. But then she had to go and put in a wrong one to make the world a better place. Ew, mushy, yuck. I don't think you're going to get that one on the test, but hey, you had some really smart answers earlier. Feeding the cats. There you go. Hail to Lady Damiana. Welcome to the show. Ding, we got a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Unfortunately, let's go ahead and get to your answers here. We're going to compile them. And we're going to come back after these commercial breaks. All right, we got all of your answers in. We've got it written down. We will be right back after these messages, so don't go anywhere. I mean it. don't go anywhere. Thank you.
You're Jedi Bill. Jedi Bill. I hate that name. I hate it. You hear? Nobody calls me Jedi Bill. Especially not some duded up piece of gutter trash.
Hey everybody, it's your buddy Admiral Teague. I salute you all, and I thank everyone who's joined me for epic pop culture adventures, reviews, news, live streams, and video essays. It's my honor to host the ultimate Star Trek watch party every Saturday night, boldly going to the final frontier with co-hosts Sean Carter, JT Kirk, and Resolute Germ. You won't find a better Star Trek experience on YouTube or anywhere else. Plus, don't miss Sci-Fi CSI, where we forensically dissect the zombie that is modern Star Trek. Their stuff may be rough, but our watch parties and reviews, oh, it's a blast. I also dive into the MCU, DC, Star Wars, shows like Landman in 1923 from Taylor Sheridan, and you can catch me live on Tuesdays and Thursday evenings here on the East Coast, or increasingly Fridays. We have weekly uploads that bring one of the most unique and exciting approaches to channel content you'll ever see. Expect watch parties, deep dives, and more. From the wild frontier of 1923 to the final frontier of the 23rd century and beyond, I've got you covered. So join me. You will be well treated. And hit those like and follow buttons for my buddy, Stark of Iron. I'll see you out there.
Welcome to Fermented Cinema. Our studios span an entire guest bedroom with some other junk. Using a mishmash of so-so equipment, we are busy creating top-notch entertainment, critiquing film, TV, and the entertainment industry in general. And boy, there's a lot to say these days. Join Fermented Cinema on our attempt to become relevant.
Like, share, subscribe.
Subscribe today, Tommy, if you love movies.
Hey, look at boobies! I like movies. Hey, Cinema Gulp, where are ya? Help!
Hey, take it easy.
But I lost Cinema Gulp.
Stay calm. Just go to YouTube to subscribe and hit the bell for all the latest videos.
Hey, we're Cinema Gulp and we drink your cinema.
Thanks, Joe. Now I can subscribe.
And subscribing is half the battle.
All right, I think I went over all of your test scores, and I got some bad news for you all. All right. The solution to the intelligence test is if you completed the entire thing, which everybody here did, at least those that weren't lurking, because I fell asleep. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you failed. That's right. The real test was to see if you were gullible enough to waste your time to actually doing these pointless questions. And it turns out you were. I'm writing out myself laughing. Please proceed to put on the hat of shame for the rest of your life. You in your new hat forever. Thanks for playing. I'm sorry, but you guys are just not ready for the secrets of the universe. You gotta literally pull the guado and open your mind. Open your mind. Wait, start the reactor. Oh man, boy, did you guys ever fall for it? No, well, it is what it is. But I tell you what, guys, here's your sign. I tell you what, guys, I mean, I had myself a great laugh with that. You guys should have seen that one coming. Man, an hour and 10 minutes to set up that punchline. Whew. Well, let's see here. What else have we got available to us today? Let's go ahead and bring back up this very eager, very happy chat. Hey, listen, you guys were great. You were a great audience, great contestants. You were great all around. Let's be real, right? Come on. Like I'd share the secrets of the universe with you. But you know what? I'm a nice guy. I tell you what. Nobody sprang out the $10 super chat to bring us some fresh new Bill content. So here's what I'm going to do. Just for you all. I hope y'all are ready. Check this out. I tell you what, I'm going to play one for you. One brand new Bill Cipher short, courtesy of yours truly. How's that sound? Does that sound good to you? I tell you what, it's a consolation prize, right? Here's your consolation prize for the night. So let's go ahead and throw this one at you. How about this one? Here you go. Again, thank you guys. You all were awesome. Cue it up. Which vegetable has the best kung fu? Broccoli! I'm too tired to destroy you all today. You lucky. There you go. Let's just say I'm a nice god. I'm a benevolent god. Some other gods just want to destroy you, you know? I hear talk about other things out there that just want to, you know, make mincemeat of you. You know what I'm saying? Turn you to, like, you know, guacamole with eye lasers. Listen, the worst I'll do to you is turn you into a talking toilet, you know? I mean, I'm nice like that. Kind of like the kind of comedy you get out of your pretty faces going to hell on Adult Swim. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nice guy. All right, let's bring back up the chat. You guys have been a lovely, lovely audience. Stealing dad jokes from Alistar? Absolutely not. Mine and his are totes different. Yeah, we don't need the fish coming up. Of course. Talking toilets. What can I say? But you guys have been a lovely audience, and this segment is quickly beginning to dry itself out. I'm sure that anybody that watches this on the replay is going to really be mad. That was a great show. Well, I appreciate that, but we still got, we're going to do a wrap up. Again, we are still a few chunks away from DEF CON 2. In case you guys want the death racing in the early morning. If not, then we'll be wrapping it up in about half an hour. In the meantime, in between time, since it is spooky season, let's go ahead and do this one.
I gulped. Sweat dripped down from under my turquoise denim baseball cap. I knew I had to open the spooky closet door, or Zach would tell everyone at school that I was a wuss. Well, here goes, I thought to myself. I pulled on the handle and flung the smelly old door open to look inside. I screamed. It was Bill! Chapter 8. It was not Bill. It was just an old, broken jukebox from the 50s, the kind my mom and dad used to listen to. I stopped screaming. I was so embarrassed. If Zach ever found out I was scared by a grody old jukebox, he'd probably give me a wedgie. Stupid jukebox, I said, and kicked it with my aquamarine basketball sneaker. Suddenly, its lights flickered on, and it started to play haunting music. Shocked, I backed away. What, you don't like golden oldies? A voice said behind me. I whipped around. All that was there was a mirror on the wall. But something was different about my reflection. I grasped my face. I was old. Behind my wrinkled self in the reflection, I saw the grody haunted jukebox begin to morph. It morphed into a scary, triangular shape. I screamed. It was Bill! Chapter 9. It was not Bill. It was just Zach. Ha ha, I pranked you, Zach laughed. Zach was so cool, and I was just a wuss. And I had wet my teal capri pants. I began to cry.
Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Well, wow, we lost an hour and some change, didn't we? Why does he always freeze time when we do that? We are back! We are so back. We're going to go for about half an hour longer unless we hit DEF CON 2. And again, I want to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart. You all have been fantastic tonight. Thank you for joining me for this after party. And I want to give a personal thank you to Kurt James. Thank you, sir, for that $4.99 dono. I think Bill might have gotten it, but I'm overlooking everything now. Thank you all very, very much. This has been a fun little after party, hasn't it? I sure hope so. Cheers. Quack, quack, huh? The duck of death, huh? Everybody thought I got ducked? Bill had to prank you as he was going out the door, I guess. Your video is not available. But you smarties that actually took that test should have realized that with the banner going down at the bottom of the screen, yeah, things are perfectly okay. This has been a lot of fun. We're going to go for another half hour. If we get rated, obviously we'll go for longer. If not, then we'll wrap this up. If we either get DEF CON 2 or we get rated. Yeah, see, you guys were smart enough to take the test. The secrets of the universe is not meant for the mortal mind. I mean, come on, right? Oh, Lord. I thought Bill got trapped into Pandorica. No. He's just a prankster. But be sure to check out more Bill Cipher shorts and more Book of Bill blurbs. Obviously, I did that bit for a reason with the intelligence test. That's going to be clipped and made into a video down the line. Chief Shadow says, what was even the point? This is Bill Cipher. There is no point. There are 3 points, and none of them have a point. Okay? You play triangular games, you're going to get triangular prizes. He's an ass. But I digress. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and sing a few more songs, start wrapping this bad boy up. How's that sound, folks? And thank you guys again for hanging out with me into the wee hours. Y'all are really rad. Let's go ahead and we'll do a Sinatra block. How's that sound? We'll do a Sinatra block. We'll do some crooning, yeah? Let's do one. Start with this one. All right, what are you doing? Chrome doesn't like to work. Oh no, it doesn't like to work at all. Why do I still use such ancient technology? Could be because I'm also in needing of that dunce cap that Bill Cipher gave all of you. Here we go. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, so baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I worship, all I long for and adore. In other words, read your lines. In other words, save it on time. And fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, in other words, in other words, I love you. Hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. Most of the chat was too damn good to get the dunce cap. Yeah, well, that's because they were lurking. I've been missing the early morning serenade. Yeah, this is kind of like a one and done. We may do these on impulse, but this isn't back on the regular. This is just something that I felt like doing because you know, we've had such trying and tumultuous past 11 days. I felt prudent to keep the party going, and so I brought this back for at the very least one time only. I want to go ahead and say that my birthday party stream on the 28th of September, which is going to be right after Jinx's birthday, which is on the 27th, will fall on a Sunday. Meaning that I will be having my birthday party Stark party from 5 p.m. to question marks that Sunday. And we will obviously have a panel for that, and party games and character hosts and all the good stuff for that event. And of course, as you all know, Bill Cipher. If you want more Bill Cipher, you only need to go to Brandon the Anime Guy, because we're going to be doing it at 10 o'clock in the morning, the top of the morning. That's right, about 5 hours from now. And also, I'll be producing for Podcast for Scooby and bringing Alf back to the Cotton Council after 2 weeks. I will be very much sleep deprived, but thanks to the generosity of Richard Spake, I am knee deep in Energon. So, yeah, hope to see you all there for that. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and get to our next Sinatra song. Yeah. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. And then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. And then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will ever hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. There you go. Fantastic. All right. Love that song. And again, right now we are facing some of the toughest things yet, right? A lot of things are bringing us down, so to speak. Caleb Reynolds says, oh my God, Tony is alive. Well, Tony broadcasts during the day, or the afternoons mostly. This is, but it's good to see you here, Caleb. Good to see you. Yes, I know I've been away for a week, but honestly, hasn't everyone been away for a week? Even if people were on the air, hasn't it been really, really tough The reality that we've been dealing with from day to day for the last 11 days has been absolutely tremendous. And by tremendous, I mean very, very hard. Like, it's been big cross to bear. It's been a lot of weight. The gravity is just strong on it. And so, yeah, I did take some time off, especially through 9/11 and stuff like that. But yes, we are back. At least this after party. This after party again is it was a spur of the moment thing. It wasn't really something that I had been doing for a while, simply because I do my matinees normally on Thursdays. So I tell you what I'm going to do, simply because this show has been so successful. I think I'm going to elect to play some Doom. Anyway, I know that was supposed to be the DEFCON 1 unlock, but I think I'm going to play some Doom tomorrow afternoon. That way, Scooby can, get her rage out by making fun of me for 3 hours before I bring Alpha on for Cotton. I think that's a good fit. And we'll play some Doom tomorrow afternoon, because this matinee was a lot of fun. And I don't really want to do 2 matinee shows back to back like that. That would be grating on my voice, especially after such a nice, tightly ran show. So this is what I need to challenge each of you all to do. YouTube has this new feature called Hype. Okay, so when you refresh this stream, be sure that when you leave a like, look for something called the Hype button. Give the show some hype. That way it can carry itself through the afternoon and people can see it on YouTube on the front page. Okay? It is a way for us small timers to get some coverage, and it's from listeners like you, my diehards, my ride or dies, who are hanging out with me till like 5:16 in the morning. Go ahead and just hype the video up if you can. The only way to do it that I've gathered is on your mobile device. So you have to bring the stream up on your mobile device and refresh your like if you need to, because then it'll be like, oh, would you like to hype this video? Go ahead and hit the hype button as soon as you leave that like, even if you have to refresh your like. Go ahead and make mental note of it, because that's going to help the show shoot back out there. And it's going to help us streamers, our small timers that are, still very, very small, to reach out and touch more potential listeners that would like this kind of content. We work very hard to entertain as many people as possible. And but as of this notice stop, speaking of subscribers and success, we are currently sitting at 2,367 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. We are 33 away from 2,400. 33 away. If this stream is properly hyped, it's going to start racking in subscribers, just like it's going to rack in, like my shorts are racking in subscribers. So we are almost to 2,400. Well, let's go ahead and see if we can get there. Yeah. With that, let's see here. Let's go ahead and get to our next Sinatra song. And again, this is, whenever life gets you down, you got to roll your sleeves up to the elbow and you got to shake your fist back at it and you go, no, I'm going to stand back up. Because that's life, isn't it? Life is ups and downs. And this song by none other than the chairman of the board reflects that. And goes a wee bit like this. That's life. That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, shot down in May, but I know I'm gonna change that tune when I'm back on top in June. I said that's life, and as funny as it may seem, some people get their kicks stomping on a dream, but I don't let it get me down. As final world, it keeps spinning around. I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn, and a king, and up and down and over and out. And I know one thing, each time I find myself flat on my face, I pick myself up and get back in the race. That's life. I tell you, I can't deny it. I thought of quitting, baby, but my heart just ain't gonna buy it. And if I didn't think it was worth one single try, I'd jump right on a big boat and then I'd fly. I've been what's that? A puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a bard, and a king, and up and down and over and out. And I know one thing, each time I find myself flat on my face, I just pick myself up and get back in the race. That's life. That's life, and I can't deny it. Many times I thought of cutting out, but my heart just won't buy it. But if there's nothing shaking, come here this July. I'm gonna roll myself up in a big ball and die. My. Never let life get you down. Rise against that which is oppressing you, whether it's hard days at work, long days at work, stuff in your home life. Rise above the small challenges. When you are in traffic and you see somebody cut you off, or somebody's tailgating you, or if you get a cold sandwich at the end of a long line in the drive-thru, or just don't take time to reflect. You're not the only one that's having a bad day. You're not the only one that is seeing the world come down around them. You're not the only person who has a minor inconvenience that in this day and age, people are beginning to misconstrue with things that are a little more hectic and terrifying and hardcore. And Max Redstone says, I must be off. He must be off, ladies and gentlemen. I have some writing to do for synagogue in the morning, then off to bed. Great show, man. Thank you for hanging out with me into the wee hours, Max Redstone. Thank you for joining my little second stage, my humble second stage here tonight. But just understand, folks, long story short, before I start spinning a yarn, the minor inconveniences that are often responded to with gravitas and with extreme response, overreacting people. Think about the people that are out there right now that are suffering losses in their families, the loss of their homes, the loss of their friends. Somebody hacked their bank account and they've lost their money. It's been allocated. Their credit cards have been compromised and they can't pay their bills. They got fired. There are a lot of people out there that are having a day that is a lot worse than yours. So when you get those minor inconveniences, when you get cut off in traffic, get cut in line, get a cold sandwich from a fast food joint, if somebody's using your machine at the gym and you have to wait 20 minutes, okay? These are not things to overreact to. These are not things to press, because at the end of the day, somebody is going to be having a worse day than you. And we have all had a really, as a group, as a community, we've all had a collective burden put upon us, and significant losses of people, both in public speaking, podcasting, and then I believe we lost Robert Redford as well on top of it. Lost a lot of people. So remember, there's always somebody out there that's going to have a worse day than you. And if you permit me to play one more quick ad, I will go ahead and I will play our final number tonight to end our Sinatra block as well as the show. So I will be back in just a few minutes. And let me go ahead and put, you know what? Let's do the old icon. The old icon. There we go. I'll be right back after this quick run. And then we will get this last song out of the way. See you all in just a few. Don't touch that dial. We're wrapping the bad boy up.
Worlds clash in endless collision. Gaming news with a fierce precision. With a spark so wild it breaks the norm. In the tempest eye of cyberstorm. Reclaim gaming and Dragon Cast. Fire breathing wide, screaming loud. The Vistro's here to shake the crowd. Psychotic dragon ready to ignite. Hold on tight, we're taking flight.
Greetings, weary traveler. You look alive. How unfortunate. But don't worry. Here, Casey spins tales of horror, sci-fi, and fantasy, each one carefully handcrafted like a cursed relic in an old curiosity shop. These stories don't just crawl into your ear, oh no. They come to life with eerie animations pulling you deeper into the abyss.
Casey's creepy creations linger.
So subscribe to Casey's Creepy Creations if you dare. And if you don't, well, let's just say, I do know where you sleep.
The pale moonlight.
All right, and we are back. And of course, we got the old girl hooked up for our final number tonight. So let's go ahead and do our usual test before we wrap up. All right, did you all hear that? Yes, yes. Do let me know if that came in loud and clear. And now we are about due for a final number here. All right, so, all right. Again, remember, these are some trying times that we're living in, and but do things your way. Right now, as you know, we have been undergoing some policy changes. Policy changes that are unfortunately going to be sticking around for a while, as again, these are some trying times that we are currently in. So for those of you that are unaware, I have to go ahead and make this blanket statement. We are an entertainment channel completely now. So when we have our panel for the Stark Party on the birthdays, okay, we have to keep the conversation strictly pop culture. We can't say certain buzzwords, and there will be a list that I'll be giving everybody in the back of the panel. Also, our panels are no longer going to be more than 6 people. The last Stark Party that we had for our 2150 celebration was, well, for lack of a better word, it was a shit show. And it was a terrible shit show. And things happened, and the stress happened, and the lack of sleep happened, and everything else. So we are limiting our panel to 6 at a time. So basically how that's going to work is everybody that I want to start are going to get their links. Once we have 6, That's where it's going to sit. If somebody leaves, I will then ask people that are currently in the chat if they would like a link to come up. And it's going to be at this point, because we cannot have another chaotic, insane show like we did two Tuesdays ago. Okay, we can't have that anymore. No more. Set. No more people talking over each other. No more politics. No more negativity going forward. But other than that, you're more than welcome to do it your way, just like Burger King and just like Frankie here. So let's go ahead and get our final song and get that done and over with, shall we? And yeah. Final number time. Let's scoot up a little bit. There we go. Alrighty. Loaded B. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear. I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each jotted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? Good morning, Lord Dragneel. If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way. The phrase, I had them switched, saw a new chatter, a corner of my eye, and meant for me to switch, but still I realize improving while on the spot can seem difficult and in a hard way. But friends, this is a save. I did it my way. For who can deny what is the truth? We tried to tell all this ignorant youth to not take knees and never kneel, to be unlike dogs, ordered to heal the record shows and crescendos, and did it my way. Thank you all so much. From the bottom of my heart, and the heart of my bottom, for making this a fun after party. We'll do another one of these sometime, I don't know when. But until then, yes, it was my way. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. Let it never be said that if I flub a line that I don't try and save it somehow. Give me just 2 ticks of the lamb's tail while I go ahead and plug in my other input. One moment. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. And of course, now we can play our much needed applause track. Thank you all again from the bottom of my heart. This has been a fun show. This was nice, neat, tight. 3 hours. 3 hours of awesomeness. 3 hours of awesomeness. And thank you guys again from the bottom of my heart for those who supported the producer, our good friend, Mr. House Party 6, our Orky Get. Thank you, sir. 10 new members tonight. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. So, with that out of the way, I want to go ahead and say again, thank you all from the bottom of my heart. You guys make this possible. You're helping me live the dream of being your entertainer, regardless of the time of the day it is. And I thank you for that. We're going to be playing some Doom tomorrow at the normal Saturday matinee slot, because we did our Saturday matinee tonight at this hour. Or lack of the other 3 hours. How thematic. Bill Cipher, Triangle, 3 sides. We're on DEFCON 3. We didn't get to DEFCON 2. And we did a show for 3 hours. That's a rule of 3s. Shocking. Coincidence? I think not. Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, I can't wait to hang out with you tonight. And if you are up at the dread hour of the morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Bill Cipher will be making his run over to Brandon the Anime Guys. We'll also have a new Bill Cipher short and some Skeletor shorts that'll be on the regular drops later on today. And yeah, just a hell of a lot of fun. Hell of a lot of fun in store. And cannot wait to see you guys in just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and get some more of these shorts queued up. Expect a Bill Cipher short to drop at 6. So here in about 20 minutes, I'll go ahead and I will queue one up. And thank you all again for all of your love and your support. I not wait to talk to some of you guys on my birthday. It's going to be fantastic. But we have 2 things that we must do at the end of every one of these. These matinees have 2 ways of sign off, and that is to honor the broadcasting methodologies of old. Because for not our forebears in the entertainment industry, both on radio and on television, synonymously, we would not be here doing this tonight. So, without any further fanfare, I bid you all a
good night, America!